What the fuck you listen to over there, boy? Tev. Yeah. Oh, they hear me. Hey, Tev, what the fuck you listen to over there, nigga? Oh,
Houston, hello. Glad to have you with us at NRG Stadium as we are set to find out who will walk away with the trophy as champion of the TaxAct Texas Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense set on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time.
Man, fly off the edge. Beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Offense getting set for first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffs! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you.
Wide open, he makes the catch. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. From the shotgun, the inside give. Cobb sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just run positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The run to the left. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Looking to pass, it's Sanders. Working that left side now. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And a nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Leaves it with the running back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's White. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking for space. It's Sampson. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Still looking, on the move. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
trying to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply break.
Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Makes the catch. It's Horn.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. A shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Volunteers!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And here's the return. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. And that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things. In that first half, needs some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He looks that one in nicely. Strikes the blow. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks it.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. I hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Motion from the offense. Looking to pass on second down. They've got the screen set up. Quick with the spin move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. The corners are walked up tight. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. Finding open areas. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown ball. They take the lead with the 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Defense in press coverage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Reels it in down the left side. Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Colorado! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon, that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback will audible. Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Forced out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting it because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul, gets the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. A run for the quarterback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buffs! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in an empty set. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he
lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers. They move on top here in the fourth. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And this defense has squatters' rights in the backfield. Back-to-back sacks, and the crowd is insane. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm. Touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, gets you a touchdown.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
The give to the left side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. We need to go for it on 4th down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Finds him out of the backfield. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Calls his own number. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Colorado! And they've got the lead in the final minute. Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Going up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he got a hand on it and knocked it away. Incomplete, and the game is over. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.